This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhoneAppReview.com. Today we're slinging out yet another video review, this time taking a look at an application called Orasis, or Orasis, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I suppose it could be done either way. And this application is obviously on my iPad here, ready to roll. So we are just going to kind of jump straight into it and show you exactly how this works. Now, looking at this photo that I've just taken of my apartment, you might think that this is well, it's a decent photo. It's kind of boring, but for the most part, the colors look okay, and you can sort of see everything that's going on. But this is the original, and as you can see, I took it basically with the photo sort of half dark and half lit, thanks to these windows that I have, and then you've got my armchair and lamp right there. So this is the original, and the beauty of the Orasis or Orasis app is that by hitting the automatic function, it automatically goes through and adjusts the lighting in such a way that it looks more as if the photo might if you were sort of capturing stills or say screenshots of your own eyes. Let me explain that a little bit further. Essentially, the idea behind the application is that most cameras do not capture light in the same way that the human eye does. This is because the human eye has loads of things called rods and cones, and then they connect to your central nervous system and go to the brain, and basically it gets complicated, but your brain is made to interpret things in a vastly different way than, say, a simple camera, which merely takes a sort of still shot of light itself. Hence, you get all of the dark and the shadows and whatnot. But Orasis uses a very complex system of algorithms that actually goes back through and adjusts the contrast and the lighting and the colors, etc., to create an image that's more accurate to say what your eye might capture. And the end results with photos like these are obviously slightly more pleasing. If you'd like, you can turn off the auto and actually go in and edit this manually, thanks to these controls. You've got bright areas, which you can adjust, dark areas, same thing, tonal width. So obviously you can go through and mess with these to your heart's content, and the photo will adjust, and depending on how much you actually want to play with this, you can achieve some pretty spectacular results. If you'd like to check it against the auto, there's the auto, and then there's the manual, which is pretty handy. We've also got a couple other corrections down here. You've got brightness and contrast, a little bit more standard in terms of sort of just general photo editing, and furthermore you can adjust the color saturation as well as the color grid itself. You've got RGBY going on here, and there are of course a couple different presets. If you'd like to set up the photo to look like a cartoon, you got a couple different filters, so cartoon, sepia, gray tones if you'd like, soft, and pseudo HDR too. You've got that as well if you'd like to play around with that. And once all of that is done, you can simply save the photo by hitting this little floppy disk icon. We haven't seen a floppy disk in a while, so that's quite nice. Or you can actually hit the export button and share the corrected image to Facebook, Twitter, email, or your just simple clipboard if you'd like to carry it over to something else. Aside from this, you got a couple other options. You can also email the Orasis people your feedback, email a friend about Orasis, or visit the Orasis site. All of these options are available to you, and we should mention as well that you can load photos directly off your camera roll. As you can see, there it is, ready to roll. So you can load old photos that you've taken that you'd like to correct, throw them in, and then get the job done through that. In terms of interface design, it's not nearly as slick as some of the other applications we've seen like Instagram or, say, Photoshop Mobile. And we simply mention that just because those are sort of the gold standards of photo manipulation, against which all other photo apps are kind of competing on the iPhone and the iPad. Then again, this app, in terms of, say, just simple originality and concept, offers a lot more than those other applications, simply because it does offer a unique perspective, and it offers something that we don't find with other applications. I've yet to see another app that focuses this hard on creating an image that looks exactly as it does with the human eye, as well as giving you this this amount of control over it too. That's rather nifty, I have to admit. So combining all of that as well as the price tag for Orasis or Orasis, which is a solid $1 in the App Store, we're going to have to give it a 4 out of 5 star rating. It's a great app, and it comes with a lot of unique features. And of course, if you've ever wanted an app like this, or just say heard the concept just now and would like to play with it, it will only cost you $1, which is not a lot to ask at all. So with that in mind, that is all we have to say. And again, that's a 4 out of 5 star rating for Orasis, which is available for a solid $1 in the App Store. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and sign out, but we will see you guys later. Bye.